afternoon YouTube, just a quick update on what I've been doing. Okay, so berry patch here, this one, the largest one, is all cleaned up. I've got the large Chester blackberry, semi-erect I think, or it could be the fully erect blackberry there. We've got a good 9 thick canes and 2 smaller ones. I might pull out the 2 smaller ones and pop them up and give them away. Got this one here, it's got the raspberries on it. That panel there with silverberry and raspberries. I finally got around to finishing this one, although what I had to do, instead of taking the old fence out, I had to put the new one in just as a stabilizer, because it was going to pull off all the buds to pull the thorny vines actually through it and onto the new one. So I put up what I could onto the new one. I have pruned a heck of a lot off, and while that seems counterintuitive and it does make me a little bit sad seeing all the new buds on those ones in the green bin, this will do a lot better now that it's not fighting for nutrients and it's actually got the sunlight and the air and all those things that it needs to give us the biggest, best harvest possible. I've got the last one there. I had to wind a few over. It's not going to go exactly where you want it to all the time, so ideally I would like it along the fence line, but I hadn't exactly planned ahead for that. I pruned out what I could without losing too much of what would be my berry crop, but here, as you can see, that's right in the middle, but that's okay. Next year, or for next season, I will try to just simply keep the ones that are along the fence lines and be able to take those ones out. Hopefully I can, train it to go along the fence instead. So that's how that one's going. You can hear my daughter in the background. She's very excited for her berries. There was a lot of plants that had bent down, touched the ground, and the tip had actually rooted into the ground. It's one of the best ways you can get new plants for the silverberry. So I actually went ahead and planted some over here. Got one there. Planted one here. Now, it was a lot longer, so I tried to trim it off where the first set of leaves are, so it could photosynthesize and hopefully it could take. I've got a Waldo blackberry here, but it doesn't really seem to be doing much. I find that the Chester is a lot better. There's my daughter. Say hi.
Daddy?
Daddy's inside, darling. And she likes to come out and help. Now, this here,
Mommy.
we had...
Mommy!
Yes, darling.
Mommy!
We had some strong winds the other night, a couple nights ago, and unfortunately that structure fell down, so I'll have to fix that. But underneath, I'll show you, I actually got raspberries and a thornless, I think this one's a thornless youngberry under there. The canes are doing well. It's a 2-year cane variety, and I can see it starting to bud up. It also didn't lose a lot of its leaves, I think, because it hasn't really got a lot of frost, just the low temperatures. So hopefully we'll get a good crop of young berries this year. We haven't actually had young berries before. Along here, I've got another silverberry vine I transplanted. Now, I don't know whether it's going to actually survive or whether it'll just shoot up new growth from the root ball. Again, that would be fine. It just means that it's an extra year without fruit being a 2-year cane variety. Alright, just thought I'd give everyone a quick update on how that one's going. I think it looks really good. It's going to actually keep everything up and out of the way, and I can actually then use those spaces in between there, not only for a pathway, but on the side I think I can actually use it for something else. Maybe at the back too, I can put something up, maybe another one of the panels. And I was even discussing with my husband putting panels across the top and planting something along the back that actually climbs up and goes over the top. So maybe that's room for another berry, I don't know. I'm actually going to put a sultana grape, which I've got there for the first time, up here. So that might actually need to go up and over. Yet I don't know much about sultana grapes. I've grown, not very successfully, but I have grown the vines of a few other grapes. Not the fruit, because caterpillars always seem to get at things before the fruit sets and before I can defend it. But this year I'm actually thinking once it's pollinated, I might put a little organza bag or some kind of netting, individual netting maybe, over the grapes. I don't know. I will try something this year, because doing nothing doesn't work, obviously, because I haven't yet had a crop of grapes. Alright, if you've got any ideas what might work for me, leave a comment down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. Leave me a comment on what berries you're going to grow this year, and what structures do you use to grow them on, because if you look back over some of my previous berry growing videos last year or before, I've tried a few different things. I've had a fence along here, I've had small fences along in there, and this year I've got more height, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, until next time, bye.